Now you may be seated. But just to introduce our platform party this morning, so from my left we have Dr. Michelle Glacken, Registrar and Vice President of Students Teaching and Learning, Una Parsons, Head of College Sligo, Dr. Orla Flynn, President of the ATU, Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar. We have Dr. Breda McTaggart, Head of Faculty of Business and Social Sciences, and Dr. Jeremy Bird, Head of Faculty of Science. So I call on Una Parsons, Head of College Sligo, to open the conferring ceremony. Iram or Una Parsons, Cian Colóiste, Conan Sharmish, Bronta a Oscailt.
Raibh Céimi, a guna úsla, tá fáilte romh go léir go dtí an ócáid speisialta seo, fáilte go ollscoil technoleachta on Atlantic. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates, soon to be graduates, it is a pleasure and an honour for me, on behalf of the governing body and the university staff, to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. My name is Una Parsons and I am the head of college of ATU Sligo. I really want to congratulate each and every one of you on reaching this important milestone in your career. I want to welcome you, your friends and your families, both here present in the arena and online, to this graduation ceremony of the Sligo College. I know many of you came from far and wide, and some of you are on our campus for the first time, as many of you study online with us. Due to our increased scale as a university, May and November are now our graduation months. We started in May this year, and with a combined cross-ATU conferring that represented all campuses. It was hosted in Galway, and 450 students graduated. We continued in Donegal last week, and this week we've moved to Sligo. Over the next few weeks, we will have ceremonies from graduates from Castlebar, Connemara and Galway campuses. In total, just over 5,000 graduates will be conferred from our 9 campuses. And this year, for the first time, we will have ATU St. Angela's students graduating. I remember when I was approximately your age, I first heard the term, "the world is your oyster," and I've loved it ever since. It has guided me along my journey down through the years. Where did this phrase come from? It was created by William Shakespeare and first published in his play, The Merry Wives of Windsor, in 1602. It means you can do anything you wish for or go anywhere you want in your life because you have the ability to do so. This phrase is never truer than the day you graduate from college. And it's so appropriate as you graduate from ATU Sligo. As Sligo translates in Irish to Sligoch, meaning abounding in shells. So your oyster journey starts in this county of shells. You have spent years preparing for this day. No doubt there was lots of stress, tears, sacrifices you've had to make to get to this point. And now you're faced with a choice of which road you're going to take next. The world is full of opportunities. You just have to take it. You determine your own success. But what does success look like for you? What does your pearl look like? Is it finding your dream job? Is it getting a promotion? Is it making a lot of money so you can travel and see the world? Is it making a difference in the lives of family members or in the community? Is it finding meaning in life? Whatever that pearl looks like for you, remember that the parchment you receive today, that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. You walked in here today as graduates, and you will walk out shortly as graduates with your award from the Atlantic Technological University. The quality of your university award will serve you well as you scope out your own individual and unique futures. Fundamentally, the value of your award confirms your ability to embrace change. It is highly probable that you will not retire into the position that you've started out in. Indeed, research indicates that you will not even be in the same sector. I now want to acknowledge some of the highlights of students and staff in the Department of Social Science and the Department of Environmental Science. Today, we're delighted to welcome the first students to the Masters in Universal Design for Learning and look forward to the innovative work practices that may emerge. Social science colleagues have a long and renowned history in collecting, collating and presenting research nationally and internationally. Over the last few months, they have undertaken important research in educational sustainability, professional development, leadership, student success and human rights. Two of our colleagues launched new publications this year. Dr. Breda McTaggart published a book on the marriage bar and the nursing profession, which explores the history and inequality that occurred as part of this practice. And Dr. Susan MacDonald recently launched her research-informed book and free primary school resource, Talking About Race. Such work is key to supporting a more inclusive and just society. This is the first graduating class for two environmental science master's programs, the MSc in Food Regulatory Affairs and the MSc in Sustainable Food Systems. These programs provide a focus on understanding current and future issues impacting food legislation and sustainability and developing essential policies and best practice. The Department of Environmental Science organised and hosted the International Sustainable Future Summer University course with a large group of experts and students visiting from overseas. The Summer University confirms the position ATU has as a world-leading education institute for sustainability. Several of our environmental science students took advantage of Erasmus opportunities and studied at Mid-Student University in Östersund this year. And the Sligo Science Festival, which runs every year, runs from this Sunday for a week with 36 different events all over Sligo. It starts this Sunday on campus with our Science Open Day from 12 noon. And I'd encourage any of you to come along or send friends and family. The university continues to invest in the faculties, and just last week, you should have seen it on your way in this morning, we just opened a fabulous new €19 million extension that will provide new classrooms, laboratories and office spaces for students, research postgraduates and staff to meet the continued demand for faculty programs, research and development. The initiatives I refer to are only possible with the support of professional and committed staff. And I want to acknowledge the staff in the Faculty of Business and Social Science and the Faculty of Science for your commitment and dedication to your students and to the university. A special thanks to the heads of faculty, Dr. Breda McTaggart and Dr. Jerry Bird, and heads of department, Dr. Valerie McTaggart, Professor Francis Lucy and Dr. Salim Garbia. Graduates and alumni frequently tell us that what makes ATU unique is the staff-student experience. We just love hearing that, and because that is the message we too believe in, we will work hard to ensure that ATU also develops a reputation as a student-centred organisation. Finally, graduates, congratulations once again on your achievements, and be proud of this special moment today. I wish you a really enjoyable day. The world is your oyster. Go find your pearl.
Anis Sheeram ar Dr. Orla Ní Flynn, Uachtarán Ollscoil Technoliachta an Atlantic, Gradam Vrona ar na Foglaméry a Vronan Ollscoil Technoliachta Atlantic, chun na crutha sin. Agus Iram ar Dr. Liam O'Benéid, las Uachtarán Gnótha Acadúla agus Clarahor na Hirahori a chur I láthair. I now call on Dr. Orla Flynn, President of Atlantic Technological University, to confer awards on the learners presented by the Atlantic Technological University for that purpose. And I ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Registrar, to present the candidates.
De bhua an údarás atá díolsithe in Ollscoil Technoliachta an Atlantic, Brunam leis a doctaní ar na Fálamóirí a bhaint amach an chaidán den na doctaní sin, agus iarm go gcuirfar na Fálamóirí sin I láthair cuam, chun go mruinnig mé a bar chéime orthu go formiúil. By virtue of the authority vested in Atlantic Technological University, I hereby confer awards on the learners who have achieved the standard determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
Uachtarán, chuir mé láthar chuat na hiarrthóirí seo leanas a bhfuil a dorthaí scrútathe dleachta agus de bhachtaní ag le bhéal 6-7 a 8-9 agus a 10 den creath náisiúnta cáilíochtaí a bheith ceadathe ag comhairle acadúil Ollscoil Technoliacht an Atlantic. President, I present to you the following candidates whose examination results have been adopted and awards at levels 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 of the National Framework of Qualifications have been approved by the Atlantic Technological University Academic Council.
I call on Dr. John Pender from the Department of Social Sciences to present the candidates from this department.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin the process by calling the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts in Social Care Practice. Yep. So, we'd like to begin with Christopher Brown. Emma Cleary. Laura Foley. Talana Middle Nelson. Kira Riley. I'd now like to call the following candidates for the award of the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care Practice. Camille Bajdak. Aoife Ballasty. Jacqueline Barrett. Patricia Blee. Peter Bohus. Emer Brown. Grace Cafferkey, in absentia. Laura. Yep. Kira Byrne. Laura Carl in absentia. Shauna Cowley. Shauna Clinton. Michelle Corcoran. Oisin Corcoran. Jade Costello. Katie Coughlin. Kelly Curran. Rachel Diskin. Muireann Farrell. Casey Flanagan. Elaine Fleming. Aoife Geraghty. Kaylee Hall Murray. Chloe Kelly. Saoirse Lynch. Noxola Manuka. Sukilu Mafusa. Melissa McCole. Patrick McDonough. Chloe McGovern. Rachel McLaughlin. Michaela Teresa Murphy. Raisa Neal. Callum O'Halloran. Grace O'Malley. Lucy Ryan. Michelle Scanlon. Hannah Sweeney. And Erin Toy. And Simone Sweeney. I'd like us all to give our graduates now from the social care practice a round of applause, please. Thank you very much for that. We're now going to go on and present our candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Early Childhood Care and Education. I'd like to invite Emily Bow, please. Amy Brady. Roisin Brennan. Darrell Burrows. Ben Clinton. Cian Comiskey. Rachel Curran. Ciara Donnelly. Elaine Donoghue. Rachel Dorley. Sarah Drummond. Hannah Dunleavy. Aileen Ford. Anya Gallagher. Jodie Hegarty. Melissa Higgins. Michelle Keenan. Niamh Kenny. Rachel Kenny. Deborah Lolagola. Emer McAvoy. Elaine McGarrahy. Janelle McGovern. Amy McHale Doherty. Lindsay McIntyre. Blonid McMorrow. Edel Morrison. Sinead Mulhern. Katie Mulligan. Shireen Newell. Chloe O'Brien. Aoife O'Dowd. Emma Plunkett. Megan Regan. Dakota Rossell. Shauna Traynor. I'd like you all to give our candidates an award. A round of applause, please. I'd now like to call candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in English and Psychology, please. Beginning with Ailish Byrne. Ryan Dockery. Tara Dolan. Conor Foy. Shona Gill. Kieran Hofsky. Elaine Lynch. Sinead McHugh. Hulda Mopoy. Jessica Needhavid. Anya O'Leary. Katie White. I'd now like to call upon candidates for the receipt of the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Sociology and Politics. Forward, please. Lindsay Carroll. Taylor Keady. Oliver Lynch. Jonathan Martin. Taig Ruan. And I'd like us all to give our recent graduates a very big warm welcome and applause. Thank you. I'd like to now call candidates for the postgraduate diploma in arts, social care and social justice, Katriana Ziebek in absentia. The Master of Arts in Social Care and Social Justice, Juliana Gonzalez. Joanne McGowan. I'd now like to call upon candidates from the Masters of Arts in Social Work, Clodagh Boyle. Ashley Cahill. Orla Doherty. Anne Coaz. Michaela McCormack. Jason Gill. Tony Ogle in absentia. Jessica Roberts. Jill Timoney. Valerie Tobin. I'd now like to present candidate for the Master of Arts in Professional Leadership, Carla Curry. Claire Ferrick. Would I like to present candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Humanities in Leadership in Early Childhood Care and Education, Kathleen Gilday. Egia Konzina Bossanova in absentia. Emer Logan. Aoife O'Neill. That concludes the awards for postgraduate awards in our department. I'd like to give everyone a round of applause, please. I'd like to call on Dr. Salim Kharba, Head of the Department of Environmental Sciences, to present candidates from this department.
Higher Certificate in Science and Occupational Safety and Health, William Bulger. Karen Gannon. Jenny Collins, in absentia. David Cronin, in absentia. Nicola Evans, in absentia. Rebecca Fisher. Kyle Kavanagh, in absentia. Claire Langan. Justin Lessicus, in absentia. Jonathan Ledon, in absentia. Karen Marie. Emmett O'Callaghan, in absentia. Danny Ryan. Manfred Schwanhover, in absentia. Higher Certificate in Applied Archaeology, Daniel Byrne. Godzai Munyaradzi, in absentia. Conor O'Cloughlin, in absentia. Anna Bedrosa Lacastro, in absentia. Aisha Phillips, in absentia. Natalia Assans, in absentia. Joan Franchioni, in absentia. Ben Greer, in absentia. David Grimes. Shane Trainer, in absentia. Lee Toffey. Bachelor of Science Environmental Protection, Shona Kernan. Dylan Murphy. Bachelor of Science Environmental Management, James Elworth. Manon Blanc. Johnny Brennan. Teresa Clark, in absentia. James Delaney, in absentia. Lorraine Fitzgerald. Sarah Hornboy, in absentia. Aveen Kernan. Brendan McInerney. Tuivo Balmont, in absentia. James Quirk, in absentia. Patrick Roney. Melanie Schumacher, in absentia. Ronaldo Vermick. Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Management, Tracy Brown, in absentia. Neil Cogan, in absentia. Peter Cronin. Ian Doyle, in absentia. Joan Golden. Adrian Leedy, in absentia. Martin McIlvany. Sahid Olankin, in absentia. Rafio Rahim, in absentia. Mark Rayner. Bachelor of Science Honours in Applied Archaeology, Sean Thermos. Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Science, Stephen Barrett, in absentia. Charlotte Buckley. Cleo Castello. Amy Collin. Kathleen Feeney. Darren Gerety. Emma Geethings. Tobias Luke, in absentia. Brian McLaughlin. Ternok McMenamin. Louise Merrick. Aaron Moylon. Lavina O'Brien, in absentia. Colm Abraham. Bachelor of Science, Honours Environmental Science. Colm Abraham, in absentia. Kimberly Bow. Gold Columby, in absentia. Dara Lee. Niju Matthew, in absentia. Marcus Raymond. I ask the graduates to stand for a round of applause, please. Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health. Matthew Brown, in absentia. Emily Dranvenkins, in absentia. Greg Farrell. Jason Fury. Ava Gaffney. Nathan Grimes. Aaron Kelligan. Neve Noon, in absentia. Bachelor of Science in Occupational Safety and Health. Kathleen Baker, in absentia. Kevin Bonner, in absentia. Killian Dixon, in absentia. Kieran Kavanagh, in absentia. Brian Kilbride, in absentia. Dermot Lally, in absentia. Joan Lane, in absentia. Sharon McArry, in absentia. Emma McHale. Owen McKeague, in absentia. Fiona McCurg, in absentia. Siobhan McSherry. Gary Murphy, in absentia. Ronan Quile. Mark O'Brien. Ronan Quile. Bachelor of Science, Honours in Occupational Safety and Health. Gary Boyce, in absentia. Ciara Dillon. Maeve Dagnan. Gemma Dwyer. Kevin Flynn. David Leedon. Mark Maloney. Mark Elwain. Alan McGillen. Onya McGowan. Eloyas Miller, in absentia. Shona Noonan. Natalia Okonokeska. Bachelor of Science, Honours in Occupational Safety and Health, Cathal Burke. Nenka Cummings. Molly Kelly. Fakra McGuire. Anita Brady. Michael Brennan. Mark Cannon, in absentia. Jack Collins. Carla Doheny. Kenneth Doherty. Ina Nikolova Harzilova, in absentia. Yahya Hassan, in absentia. Shane Henderson, in absentia. Cathal Henry. Zaina Keane. Ana Maria Liaho. Godwin Madoba. Liam Maley. Nigel Purcell, in absentia. Shirley Salmon. Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Julian Ustas, in absentia. Claudia Kisani, in absentia. I ask the graduates to stand for a round of applause, please. Postgraduate Diploma in Science and Environmental Protection, Killian Bannon, in absentia. Aidan Fallon, in absentia. Kevin French, in absentia. Geraldine Gilnan. Jessica Halloran. Patrick O'Brien, in absentia. Kevin O'Shaughnessy. Anithya Southey, in absentia. Postgraduate Diploma in Science and Water Services Management, Stephen Everard, in absentia. Mary Fenneran, in absentia. Connor Fox. Adrian Gillespie, in absentia. Coleman Lynch, in absentia. David Modiman, in absentia. Patrick Turnan, in absentia. John Whelan. Master of Science in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Michael Brown, Michelle Brown. David Coyne. Jacinta Flynn. Anne-Marie Gallagher. Valentin Gallagher. Rachel Haley. Michael Kavanagh. Eva Keegan. Adrian Kelbani. Mark Lynch, in absentia. Caroline Matthews. Shane McLaughlin. Gronya McCaughey. Ciara McLaughlin. Shane Quigley. Linda Scanlon, in absentia. Patrick Wallish. Master of Science in Environmental Protection, Sophie Bresnahan, in absentia. Derek Nude. I ask the graduates to stand for a round of applause, please. Master of Science in Food Regulatory Affairs, Vivian Crowley. Mary Hughes. Eva Moran. Michael Morphy. Siobhan Leahy. Mahmoud Shaban. Master of Science in Sustainable Food Systems, Sinead Breen. Justin Carton. Ivan Hammond, in absentia. Joyce Johnston. Dennis Keeney. I ask the graduates to stand for a round of applause, please.
Now, on to the next part. I call on Dr. Jeremy Bird, Head of Faculty of Science, to present the candidates in the Faculty of Science for the award of Research degree.
I have the honour to present Maria Elena Barone in absentia for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I ask Dr. Orla Flynn to confer the degree upon her. Marie Elena was supervised by Dr. Nicholas Touzé, and I ask him to come forward to collect the parchment on her behalf. Maria Elena is joining us online with her family today.
I have had the privilege to supervise the research of Maria Elena Barone, who produced a thesis entitled Characterization of the High-Value Commodity Content of Marine Microalgae with High Biotechnological Potential. I have now the honor of accepting her PhD parchment on her behalf.
I have the honour to present David Fierley in absentia for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I ask President Dr. Orla Flynn to confer the degree upon him. David was supervised by Dr. Nicholas Touzé, and I ask him to come forward to collect the parchment on his behalf. David is joining us online today with his family.
I have had the privilege of supervising the research of David Fierley, who produced a thesis entitled Enhancing the Biotechnological Potential of Marine Diatoms via Phytohormonal Treatments and Two-Stage Batch Cultivation Strategies. I have now the honor of accepting his PhD parchment on his behalf.
I have the honour to present Sean O'Connor for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I ask President Dr. Orla Flynn to confer the degree upon him. Sean will be accompanied by 3 of his 4 supervisors, Professor Suresh Pillai, Dr. David Tormey, and Dr. Hiaze Ehimen, and I ask them to come forward.
Right, sorry, just give me a second here. We've actually had the privilege of supervising Sean for his thesis. His thesis was titled Meeting Ireland's Sustainability Challenges and Obligations, the Potential and Viability of Small-Scale Anaerobic Digestion Platforms for the Mitigation of Greenhouse Gas Emissions.
I now call on Dr. Breda McTaggart, Head of Faculty of Business and Social Sciences, to present the candidate in the Faculty of Social Science and Business for the award of Research Degree.
I have the honour to present Marianne O'Kane Bowl for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I ask President Dr. Orla Flynn to confer a degree upon her. Marianne will be accompanied by her supervisors, Dr. Susan MacDonald and Dr. Jacqueline O'Toole, and I ask them to come forward, please.
We have had the privilege of supervising Marianne's research, and she's produced a thesis titled Converging Life Worlds, an exploration of the links between children, food and friendship in Irish primary schools.
Now, I would like to call up the winners of the Academic Excellence Awards, and I ask, and maybe you'd come up to the side of the stage here, please. And I ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar, Dr. Michelle Glacken, Registrar and Vice President of Students Teaching and Learning, with Una Parsons, Head of College Sligo, to present the graduate with their award. And I call upon Dr. Breda McTaggart, Head of Faculty of Business and Social Sciences, to call the names of the award winners for that faculty.
I present the ATU Academic Excellence Award within the Faculty of Business and Social Sciences. The following graduates have achieved the highest academic excellence within the Department of Social Sciences. Patricia Blee, Bachelor of Arts, Honours in Social Care Practice. Jonathan Martin, Bachelor of Arts, Honours in Sociology and Politics. Well done. Yeah. I call upon Dr. Jerry Bird, Head of Faculty of Science, to call the names of the award winners for that faculty.
I present the ATU Academic Excellence Awards within the Faculty of Science. The following graduates have achieved the highest academic excellence within the Department of Environmental Sciences. Marcus Raymond, Bachelor of Science Honours in Environmental Science. Jack Collins, Bachelor of Science Honours in Occupational Safety and Health Management.
Cohorticus, congratulations to you all, the graduates of Atlantic Technological University 2023. In keeping with tradition, you may now move the tassel to the left-hand side of your mortarboard. And I now ask Dr. Orla Flynn, our President, to make the closing address.
Garmaga Tamar. Díomh a chuir de galéir, is mór na ordam fáilte críúla chu roimh, fáilte go dtí campus Sligo in Ulscoil Technoleachta an Atlantic. Ladies and gentlemen, members of our governing body, esteemed faculty members, honoured guests, proud families, and most importantly, the brilliant new graduates of ATU. Welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. And I'd just like to say a very special welcome to those of you joining us online. I think we had a number of people graduating in absentia and families, and it's lovely that we could have you with us here today. To the parents, guardians, and families here today, thank you for entrusting us with the education of these exceptional individuals. Your support has played a vital role in their success, and we're grateful for the partnership that we've shared in nurturing these young minds. And looking at our new graduates, we've been clapping you here now for the last half hour. I might ask you to stand up and perhaps face your supporters and give them a round of applause, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you to all of the supporters. As president of ATU, I am full of admiration for the dedication and resilience that each one of you has demonstrated along your journey. Most of you studied with us during COVID years where everything went online and remote, and it was isolating and difficult at times. So wonderful resilience that you've shown. And today is a really momentous day. It's a day of celebration, it's a day of reflection, and it's a day of anticipation. It's a moment of great pride and joy for all of us here. It's a day to look back on the challenges that you've overcome, the growth you've experienced, and the memories that you've made. And those memories are not just testament to your academic prowess, but they also highlight your ability to collaborate, to adapt, and to persevere. And those are qualities that will serve you well as you step forward into the next phase of your lives. And while many of you are already in the world of work, I encourage you to carry with you the values that have been instilled in you during your time here, the pursuit of knowledge, the spirit of innovation, and most of all, the importance of community. And as graduates of ATU, you are not just equipped with degrees, but with the power to make a positive impact on society. Whatever your field, remember that your education is a tool for positive change. I hope that in the years ahead you'll stay connected with us by joining our Alumni Association, and I think there's a QR code in the back of the booklet. And before I close, just a small bit of history to share with you that I discovered only this morning. 50 years ago this month, in 1973, the Regional Technical College in Sligo hosted the first ever conferring ceremony in a regional technical college in Ireland. The previous year, in 1972, we had the first ever graduates from the RTCs, but there wasn't enough for individual ceremonies around the country. So there was a single central graduation ceremony with less than 100 people receiving awards nationally. This month, as Una mentioned earlier on, in ATU alone, there will be 5,000 names called out, 5,000 graduates emerging into our society. So we've really come a long way in those 50 years. And finally, in closing, I want to thank all the staff involved in your ATU journey, from the first moment you came inside our doors up until now, as well as to everybody who helped make today's ceremony so special. So congratulations again to our class of 2023, gur míle mágaibh agus go nairi an táibh go léir.
Respected guests, fellow academics, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purposes of conferring awards on the graduates of our technological university. I just ask the Academic Excellence Award winners and their guests if they could make their way over to the stand here in the hall afterwards for some photographs. Go raibh míle maith agaibh agus buinteanamh as an cuideile den lá. We hope that you enjoyed the ceremony and get a chance to celebrate with friends and families and enjoy some Sligo hospitality. And I now request you to rise for the closing recession for the conferring party, academic staff and invited guests. Thank you.